and they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Down for, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler mud life. We all in all black, it's like life.
All we do is win.
You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trailblazers up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cavaliers group has been getting things done. They've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. A few moments here before we start the game, let's talk shooting guards. Kenny, some have said the talent at that position is the weakest it's been in some time. Which young shooting guards do you think are poised to fill that void?
Well, James Harden's already there. You know, we're talking about Kobe and D Wade's departure as the top guys, so to speak. Klay Thompson, versatile shooter, defender, two-way player, as you love to call him, Ernie.
You know what your name?
We are live in Portland as the Trailblazers are about to go into this interconference contest. Cleveland is working their way through a road trip going into today's game. Still out of the lineup is Mo Harkless. They want him healthy.
Kevin, so far they've been doing just fine without him. They took on a much different look when he went down, but it seemed to have suited them. They've added a few dimensions to their game that maybe they didn't even know they had before.
And what a luxury that is now, because you can ease him back into the rotation, allow him to get back into the flow without having to disrupt the rhythm of how well they played. So I think the team has definitely grown to be a lot stronger in his absence.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving at the point guard position.
And they get the first bucket of the game on that one.
I tell you what, fellas, I'm anticipating a good one here.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Golden State.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. Seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Aminu, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season, with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points, but he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is. Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Now here's McCollum, covered by Smith. The offensive rebound, Plumlee, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
It's Thompson off the drive. That is good.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
Here's Aminu following the score by Cleveland, and the shot is good.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Irving kicks to Smith. Passes it to James. Irving against Lillard. Kicks it out to James. Just 4 to shoot. No good on the 3.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game. And I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Fry's checked in. Leonard with the screen on Smith. And the basket by McCollum.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Love with a wide-open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
To the middle, here's Plum.
Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of greatness in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense, Clark, was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that poster.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And Love with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.